Hey y'all, I figured I would come make a video really quick cause yeah, it's hard taking care of a loved one sometimes because you hate seeing them, you know, in pain and stuff. But okay, so for those that didn't know or new to the following or whatever the case might be, my husband, Mr. Sunshine, uh, had surgery on Wednesday, um, to take his thyroid out because that's where the cancer's coming from. And after a 3-hour battle, they got it out. It was attached to his vocal cords. It was attached to the neck, the nerves in his neck. And it was just a rock hard formation. It wasn't a typical thyroid. It was rock hard, and it took quite a bit of a battle. He's got a cut all right here. So yeah, and it's hard to see him like that, yeah, because when they were bringing him out of surgery and putting him in his room, they drove him by, not drove, like they wheeled his gurney by where we were waiting. And so I got to see him straight out of surgery, kind of, and it breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. It really does. Because I was like, oh my gosh. But I'm thankful that God brought him through that. Because I'm telling you what, God has so much in store for Mr. Sunshine. He honestly does. I firmly 100% believe it. And so, you know, good things are coming. They already have, but I think it's going to get even better. So anyway, yeah. So Thursday, I got to bring him home. He only had to stay one night. He hated it because they have him on a liquid diet because he couldn't swallow. And he was like, I'm going home and I'm going to eat. He wasn't able to eat. Today's been a little bit better. He has eaten, you know, he's eaten Hot Pocket. Hot Pockets are gross. But he loves them, so if he can tolerate them, okay. He told me, he said he wanted mac and cheese for dinner. Okay, if you want that, I will fix you that. You know, it is what it is. So, let me discuss what I've been working on real quick. So, for the mouse themed requested blanket, this is where I'm at. Now, they want a blanket for a chair, so they're wanting a lap size throw. So this is pretty much lap size middle. I'm going to add chunky borders to all the way around, but I got it to where I'm happy with the size of that, and then I'm going to order just chunky borders. I got a little bit of a yarn donation in, and this was one of the yarns that I received. And I'm going to say it was Joann's, because it's got the Joann's clearance sticker on it. Hello? There we go. Y'all, this stuff is amazing. Now, it's little bitty. I mean, it is little bitty. It is a 2-weight yarn, which means it's fine. I know some of y'all may not understand that, and that's okay. There is so much to this. But it's acrylic with mohair. And, oh, y'all. Now, I got this color in like a baby blue color. Love it. So, of course, because I don't have enough whips in my life, works in progress. Hang with me, I'll teach you some things. I immediately was like, okay, I want to make a blanket with this. Where do I start? So of course I went down to the Ravelry and looked at my favorites. And I was like, looking, bingo. I have every intention of making this for like an heirloom piece. Or, because it's going to be delicate. It's going to be super delicate. Like a baptism blanket. I don't know if we really have those anymore. But just like even pictures. I think this is going to be like a pass down blanket. That's my hope anyway. Anyway, so it's the Tranquil Baby Blanket by Lisa Wares. Look, I'm prepared with a picture. Aren't you proud of me? I actually have, I'm actually prepared. Now don't get too excited. I'm usually not prepared, and you'll know this. But I had to print it out because it's a sequence where it repeats rows. So yeah, they're using, in this example, they used 300 grams of DK yarn, which is 8-ply. I have no clue what gram. I don't know how you would, you know, on here it does say 140. So, you know, maybe, I don't know. It's written in U.S. terms. Why they would choose it that way, I don't know. I go by yards. I'm a Texan, and I use yardage. So, and a 4mm hook. And it finished at 24 by 27. That is their example. For mine, I'm using a very much smaller yarn. But it could be it kind of could be DK. But it's small DK. And I am using a 4mm hook. And I just got to the last repeat. I mean, I got through the last row of the first repeat. Sorry, brain. We are having dilemma with the brains. That's like all the time, though, I think. Let me just show. I can't show a ton of it because it's not gonna fit. Okay, maybe that's not the best example. But you could. It has a fillet in it. Y'all see it? So, you know what? That's wrong. Is that wrong? No, that's right. Scared me. I absolutely love filet crochet. I love filet crochet patterns. I love it. I also love the corner to corner Afghan blankets. So, yes. I got the mouse themed blanket to do, and then I've got another request, and it's for a gingerbread man corner to corner blanket. I've got that needs to do, and then there's another request. I haven't looked at my paper, but so far I've got 3 requests for the month, which is fine because I cut off requests for the holidays about the end of October. So, you know, that way it gives me more time for each piece. That each piece gets proper love. And I don't have to rush. Because I hate rushing. I hate it. It's really bad. I'm not a fan of that. Because if I rush through my pieces, that's not fair to your customer. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I found something that needed to be tore up. That's not fair. You're the one that took on maybe too many projects when, you should be concentrating on their project. They are the ones that made that request, that made that commission piece request. So I know to give my people the best quality piece, I only open the books up for October, the month of October. And then that's it. Because one year I opened the books up for October and November. That did not give me enough time. But when I got close to closing the books for November, I got a request, hey, I need a blanket. Can you make it by this date in December? And I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? And of course I did it because I didn't set boundaries for myself at that time. This time around, if I get rush jobs, they're going to pay for it. And I kind of feel bad for being like that. But on the other hand, it costs me my time and my sanity. And if you feel the need to have a piece and get it done, need it done quickly, then that's on you. I'm available. All you have to do is email me, send a message in Messenger, whatever, and I'll get to it. I can't help that there's poor planning on your part. And that goes with rush jobs for baby blankets, for a baby shower, or whatever the case is, whatever the case may be. It takes planning on your part. If you know a baby shower is at this date, well then you should have ordered this like 2 months ago. It's not going to take 2 months, but you never know. So I have set that boundary that you're going to need a rush job, you're going to pay extra. It's not my fault you poor planned, and I hate to be so cold-hearted about it, but if I don't set the boundary that is needed, then I'll get walked all over again, and I can't have that. I just can't have that. So, that is where we're going to go from there. Yeah, I'm going to just hang out this weekend. We have we have open expositions at the church where riders can come and practice tonight, but we're not going to go to that. I told him he needs to just sit and chill, just regain his strength and get better. He's really doing remarkable. He really is. So I got to go cook this man some mac and cheese. And and wind some yarn, because a lot of the donation I got was bits and random bobs of yarn. Not like, there's some full skeins, but mostly scraps, which I love. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about scraps right now, because I will cake it up and do my scrap project that I've been working on. So I love it. And I don't know about y'all, but winding yarn into cakes is kind of soothing. Once I learned to throw the cheap, nothing against this company, but their ball winders suck. The Knit Picks plastic one, garbage, in my opinion only. Once I realized to throw it in the garbage, life was a little better. And then I got sent a Stanwood Imports ball winder that clamps to my table, mostly metal parts. And I put a full pound of yarn on that thing and it still had room. So it's so much better in my world. It takes the stress out of dealing with that. So anyway, if you're thinking about getting a ball winder, save your money and buy a quality one. You don't have to buy Stanwood Imports, but I'm telling you what, it's a magnificent piece of machinery. That plastic one, You're going to regret that decision, I really think. And I'm not even sure how I feel about the electric ones. Sorry, words. I don't know. Because the electric ones give you that false hope that you don't have to hold tension, that you can just let it go from the ball. I'm one of those, I'm going to hold tension. I want a very even and smooth cake. Even on the winder I have right now, I hold tension just a little bit. That way it's not all loosey-goosey, because we don't want that. I don't. So anyway, y'all take care. Have a great weekend. Stay safe.